back to our nation's heroes, we are taking you to Veterans Day Business Fair made up of entirely veteran-owned businesses. That's coming up next.
All right, here with a little bit more for us on the intersection of veterans and business is Steve Jones. Steve is the CEO of Allied Universal, which is a security company. Now, that company has hired more than 33,000 veterans in recent years, and I'm sure, Steve, the reasons, some people could guess the reasons why. And, you know, in other cases, maybe not as much. But tell us what you see generally from the veterans you hire and why it's such a good business decision for you in a physical security company.
Yeah, well, first of all, the men and women that are in the U.S. military today they're trained in security. That's one of the things that they do. Second of all, they're highly dependable, highly reliable. We find them incredibly adaptable, and last but not least, they're incredibly disciplined. And so the men and women that represent our country each and every day, they make fantastic future employees of organizations, and that's why at Allied Universal we seek out to hire them and want them on our team.
Those traits all make a lot of sense. I was reading a piece that you wrote where you list other reasons, and some of the skills I wouldn't have thought of right off the top of my head, but when you said them, well, then they started to make sense as well. And one was the talent that veterans have for technology. That, you know, we do stories all the time about robotics, or it could be, you know, something to do with video or biometric, all these things. The military is usually ahead of the game, I guess. So they come in, is that because they come in experienced? They kind of know what to do?
Yeah, they come in with hands-on experience, right? I mean, again, the U.S. military is probably one of the most technologically advanced organizations in the world, and so we get battlefield-tested, hands-on experience employees that not only understand conceptually how the technology works, but they've actually used it in real-life situations.
That last point,
again, it really is an asset for us.
Absolutely. That last point that was on our little board there was that there was no decoder needed, civilian to military. In other words, kind of similar language, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. They've used it each and every day in the field, so it's they know exactly how it works and what it can do.
Well, the unemployment rate for those in the military or that have been in the military is actually lower. The unemployment rate in general is very low, but it's even lower, 3.2% October 2019, than other folks. So you're showing us why, taking advantage of that. So continued success, Steve, and thanks for coming on here on Veterans Day. We appreciate it.